The first sign that it's time to leave your job is that there is no time for your passion. I'm not saying that you have to work in the job or in the field of your dreams, but if you don't even have time outside of that standard job to work on those dreams, it's not going to work out for you. It's not going to be sustainable if you're not going to be able to do what you truly deep down want to be doing. Hey guys, my name is Elena, and today I'm giving you guys 5 signs it's time to leave your job. So if you guys have been watching the news, if you guys have been on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, any social media, you've heard about this thing they're calling the Great Resignation. Basically, the Great Resignation talks about this phenomenon where since the pandemic, people are quitting their jobs in higher rates than they've ever seen before. And that's because we're fed up. We're over it, babes. We don't want to do it no more, okay? I just quit my job a few weeks ago. I worked at a call center. It was a remote job, and I loved that it was remote. I loved that I could do it from home. However, it was actually killing me on the inside, and I had to leave. But I'm not crazy. I'm not rich. I don't like when people make these videos and they run Fortune 500 companies talking about, babe, just quit your job, okay? Brokey, just quit. No, girl, I have bills. I can't just quit my job whenever I feel like it, Susan. Thanks, though. I get we all have bills to pay, but these are some signs it's time to move on. If that means we got to get on Indeed, if that means we have to do some other things, and that's what we have to do. And I'm going to talk about some of those methods in a minute, but at the end of the day, it's time to go. This is running too long. Let's get into it. And make sure y'all stay tuned till the very last tip, because the very last one is something that not enough people talk about, especially when you're talking to real everyday people who don't have a large savings, who don't have a lot of money saved up, who don't really have a job lined up and are like, I can't just quit my job. This last one, that one's for you, so stay tuned. Number 2, there are 0 opportunities for growth, okay? That can mean 2 things. One, that can mean that the way that the job is structured, there's actually no way for you to move up, whether it's because of a degree that you need to have or some sort of expensive training that you need to have, or if it's on the other side of things and you've tried to move up, you've tried to apply for that next step up, and it just seems like they don't want you to do that. They're comfortable keeping you exactly where you are. If that's the case, it's time to go, okay? It's time to go. And you're trying to, make it livable, something that you can grow and build some sort of savings, build some sort of life with, and you aren't able to progress. Eventually, doing that exact same job every single day, day in, day out, it is going to start to slowly kill you, like your soul, at least. And so if there's not an opportunity for you to somehow diversify or change up the job, even every now and then, and they're not even interested in helping you find that, that's a sign that your employers aren't really checking for you. They don't really care about you long term. And that means that it'll be easy to replace you. So when you do quit, don't worry about it, because they'll find someone else. Trust me, they always do. Sign number 3, it's time to leave your job. If the small tasks feel unbearable, if there are smaller things that you've had to do for your job, like little things that have never mattered before, and all of a sudden it feels like it's carrying the weight of the world. Like, say you have to make a copy of something, and today the thought of even touching that printer, just makes you just want to burn it all to the ground. If that's the case, babe, it might be time to leave. If you get to a point where even smaller tasks can cause some kind of stress inside of you, that means that the thought of working only triggers stress. There is no positive, there is no light side to your job. It only creates stress. My last job that I just quit, even the small things like answering calls, sending an email, responding to a Slack message, those things were stressing me out so bad that I was literally having anxiety attacks. Literally. And I was like, no, I should not be stressing out over a job like this. It's not a hard job. If this is stressing me out this much, that means that I don't need to be here anymore. Sign number 4, it's time to leave your job. Your work environment is toxic. We just barely made it through a pandemic, not even made it through because it's not over. And you want me to deal with some toxic people that I don't have to be around? I already got toxic family members. I cannot be trying to juggle toxic coworkers on top of that, okay? One of y'all I can't choose. I can't choose my family. I can choose my coworkers. And that can be anything that feels toxic to you. If your employer or your manager or your coworkers are asking really personal things about your life, or just saying or doing something that doesn't make you feel comfortable, then it's time to go. If they're asking too much about what you're doing outside of work when it has nothing to do with them, or it has nothing to do with the job. If you find that they're signing you up for more work without a pay increase because they know you'll do that without complaining, or they think you won't talk back, or they think they can just, manipulate you, and you can start feeling that, or if they just talk down on you. There have been managers that have tried to talk to me all kinds of ways and talk down on me and made me feel like I was stupid. And one thing I know I am not is stupid, okay? I would just sit there and be like, I can't believe, ma'am, you've been here for 10 years and I got the same job you started with and I'm 21. What does that say about us? What does that say about where we are in our lives, babe? PTSD. Anyways, if it's toxic, cut it off, okay? Moving on. Number 5, if the pay is no longer a justification to you being unhappy. I get that I can't love every single job. I get that even the jobs I love, I might not love all the time, right? But if I am no longer getting paid enough to justify my unhappiness, it's time to go. It's time to go. If you're making $750 to have panic attacks every day, babe, we can find another job at that rate and maybe one bigger. Even if you have to move companies to do the same job in a different environment, that might be what you need to kind of reset and get focused on you again. I'm not even saying we got to do a big career change. Now, I jumped into a field that I was really passionate about, which was digital media and social media management. And if that's something you want to do and you're interested in how you can get hired doing that, let me know. I can make some videos. I just got hired and I'm moving. Anyways, we'll talk about that in another video. If you don't want to start over, if you don't want to change career paths, you just don't like your specific job, we can find you a new one. We can get you the same pay and probably more based on your experience in this job, and find a way to make that same amount of money, if not more, while not being so stressed, If there is anything that I have learned in the past year and a half, it is that life is too short to be letting corporate America ruin my life. It is too short. I cannot be sitting here letting Kathy, Ben, and Sue ruin my life because they're 45 and unhappy and want to try to act like I don't know what I'm doing in my job. I can't. It's not worth it to me. If you guys like this video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you liked. Tell me what you want to see more from me. If there's something I talked about in this video that you want me to explain, or if y'all want to figure out how to get into your dream job or see steps I took before I quit my job, to kind of make sure I wasn't, going to lose my mind, let me know and I will make a video on that right away. If you really like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Subscribe, hit that bell if you're feeling crazy so you know when I'm uploading, and follow me on all the social medias. They'll be down below. Follow me on Instagram at Elena Newell. Follow me on TikTok at Elena Newell. She's making a TikTok. She makes TikToks. She's a TikToker. See you next time. Bye.